My name is Andrew Snyder. I am the Assistant Director of Transportation Services here at Bucknell University. I'm going to talk about some topics, the downtown late night and weekend shuttle, and then also going to talk about some Enterprise CarShare. And then Bailey will also talk about some other topics of transportation services for you. You want to introduce yourself, Bailey?
Yep. Hello, everyone. My name is Bailey Kaiser, Transportation Coordinator here at Bucknell University. We are located here in the Elaine Langone Center on the second floor in room 265. So if in case you need to find out where we're located or come pick up keys, ask us questions, you know where to find us.
All right, so good. So first, we're going to cover the downtown shuttle. So on this web page, which you can find on my Bucknell web, it just kind of shows you the downtown shuttle information. For this example, I do have the spring 2024 downtown shuttle information, which is not running currently, but it's just to kind of give you an idea of how the shuttle will run. So it's a weekday shuttle that runs Monday through Friday, 7:45 a.m. to 11 p.m. Basically, we have stops around campus, Coleman Hall, Vetter, the bookstore, which is downtown, the Evangelical Hospital, and then some food places, the Wise Cafe, Penthouse Commons, and then some more on campus. You click on these, we do have pictures to show you kind of where the shuttle stops at as well, and that will be for all the stops on the route. And then on the weekends, we do have a little different of a shuttle. It is 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturdays, and Sundays 12 p.m. to 7. It does run a little bit of a more of an abbreviated route, and it adds in Walmart for your shopping needs as well. And then there is a late night shuttle that will continue to run in this fall as well. It does not run during the summer, but we'll be back for the fall. That runs 10:30 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And then there's some stops for that, which does a downtown Lewisburg stop, which is by Huffnagle Park. And then, so this is the summer downtown shuttle information, which runs a little bit abbreviated. So during the summer, it only runs Wednesdays and Saturdays, has a little bit different of a schedule. We do have a map that shows all the stops. There is no late night during the summer. And then we have the dates posted that the summer downtown shuttle will run. So here's that schedule as well. Also, during the summer, we are piloting a Lewisburg Farmers Market shuttle. It is a local farmers market in Lewisburg, has fresh produce, a bunch of other home-made stands, stuff like that, good food. So we're doing it every Wednesday because it's open only on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. to 2. The farmers market does end at 3, so we're running 10 to 2. And we have dates, and that is through a Bucknell shuttle. It's open to any faculty, staff, and students for the summer. And then here's a schedule as well. So the way this will work is 10 o'clock, it's at Academic West, 10:05 Smith, and then Lewisburg Farmers Market at 10:20. As well as that shuttle, we are doing a Shamokin Dam shopping shuttle for students on Saturdays. It's one Saturday a month, and this gives students an opportunity to go to other locations that might not be at the Lewisburg or surrounding community. Because Shamokin Dam is about 20 minutes or so away from the Bucknell campus. And then some of these locations include your Best Buys, Old Navy. There is some Ulta Beauty, Sally Beauty, Target, which is not in the direct vicinity of Bucknell. Then there is a community thrift store, which is a pretty big thrift store down that way as well. Having said that, I'll give it to Bailey to check out the shuttles for break page.
Hello again, everyone. So I'm going to just be discussing here real quick our current offerings for what we offer for end of semester and for breaks that we offer throughout the year. So we have a couple of destinations that will go for airports, particularly and to the Harrisburg train station as well. The airport shuttles departure location is mostly going to be at the Smith Hall parking lot. It is located on 7th Street, right across from the 7th Street Cafe. Driver and staff will need to check in the students before they depart. And then we all ask that everyone arrive at least 15 to 20 minutes prior to when the shuttle will depart. This will ensure that everyone will get in on the shuttle, and that way that the shuttle can leave just rightly on time for everyone to get to the airport to make their flight. As far as details regarding cancellations or changing on the shuttle schedule, because we do offer multiple if you need to get on another one, as well as some more information on the refund schedule. You can consult the bottom of the screen here, and I can kind of go over that as well here in a bit. It's just important to know that students won't be eligible for refunds in the event that they miss their bus. Um, if they're late, past 5 minutes past the dedicated shuttle stop time, then the bus will leave without them, and then they will be held liable for all charges that they already put on and got the reservation for. So here are some of the options that we do offer currently for airports. We go to BWI, we go, and then you'll see some pictures here. We go to the Harrisburg International Airport as well as the train station. We also go to Philadelphia Airport, and then we also go to Newark Airport, and then lastly, we are also going to JFK. Now, if you'll look here specifically, just about price breakdowns about each one of these shuttles, um, especially as it pertains to JFK, you'll kind of see how they're kind of broken down cost-wise. If you book more than 48 hours before um, the shuttle is supposed to take off, the charge is going to be $76. However, you'll notice if you get closer to when the shuttle is supposed to depart, let's say between 12 and 48 hours prior, then that cost will significantly jump to $237.50. And if you jumps even more, if you decide to go even further into the shuttle departure time of at 12 hours, with that being $380. Now, for our shuttles, we try to schedule them within a decent amount of time to get to the airport. Typically about 5 to 6 hours we give for transportation, especially as it pertains to JFK. This just has to do with travel. There might be some road construction, delays on the road, as well as allowing students enough time for 3 hours if they're international and 2 hours for domestic flights, as well as to clear customs, do some check-ins, and gather themselves before they take off on the airplane. And this is just some more information here about arrivals and departures as it pertains to the airport shuttles at JFK location. You can feel free to review all the other information as it pertains to the other airports as they're located on this page. And then this, again, is just a picture here of what it looks like for where the drop-off location is specifically at JFK and where the pickup location will be from JFK when you're coming back to campus. And then in order to make these reservations, students can make the request for a shuttle to use this by using this link on My Bucknell and using this site. And please note, after you make the reservation, you'll still need to confirm the details prior to the reservation being completed. If you do not confirm the reservation will count as not going through, and we won't get your reservation to confirm that you're on the shuttle. To confirm the shuttle reservations, keep an eye out for the email from Student Transit, and then click on the link that's provided. And then once you confirm that, you'll be added to the shuttle manifest. And again, just as a disclaimer about unless you confirm, you will not be on the manifest. In addition to the shuttles to specific JFK to airports like JFK, BWI, and Philadelphia, Newark, we also offer an option through Mart's Bus Company called the Northeast Bus Option. This will go to a wide range of sites along the Northeast, ending at Boston. So if we go into here, we will kind of see the Mart's Bucknell page, and it will give it a little description about where they go. They will also go to New York City as well as Newton, Connecticut. We'll actually have the listing here for the end of this term, so this is information that's already been passed. But you'll kind of see some of the schedule about when the bus gets staged, where they will drop off at, and kind of where the itinerary along the destination is as they go to Newton, Massachusetts. At the bottom here, we shall see the start of the new semester here. If you're looking for options to get to Bucknell from any of these locations or you're nearby these locations, this is definitely a great way to utilize transportation and get here to Bucknell. And then just some general FAQs, like I said earlier, regarding how to get to or refunds, and you haven't gotten a bill. And then this is just about confirming again. You won't need to pay in advance for these commercial shuttles. This will be charged directly to your B bill about a week after everything has gone through. So this is after you've arrived at Bucknell or you've left for the semester or for the break. The pickup point is located at Smith Hall parking lot. Like I said before, is right across the street from 7th Street Cafe on 7th Street and Smith Hall. How do I cancel my shuttle reservation? Will I get a refund? If you're more than 48 hours before your scheduled shuttle is set to depart, you can make the necessary changes, and you won't get charged for anything. However, if you're within that 48-hour window, please email that's DuTrans at bucknell.edu with details about your situation. And unfortunately, if you're within that 48-hour window, between 24 and 48 hours, you'll get half of your money back. But if you're within the 24 hours though, then you'll get charged completely for your reservation. And can you drop me off at a different location along the travel route? So unfortunately, as it pertains to the Northeast shuttle option from Martz, we've allocated specific shuttle drop-off points at each location. So we can't, on our special request, doing so would delay the arrival or departure of everyone else who's trying to leave or come to Bucknell. I'm going to turn it back over to Drew, and he can kind of talk about Enterprise CarShare.
All right. So the next thing for transportation services that we're going to talk about is Enterprise CarShare. It is still in the works, but it is projected to be available for this fall. I'm just going to kind of go through how the program works and then just kind of some other little things. So basically, there's going to be vehicles on campus. It is proposed to be in parking lot 9. You'll be able to look that up kind of on the campus map to know where that parking lot's at. The way CarShare works is you sign up through Enterprise, and they have an app you need to download called CarShare. You verify your driver's license, and then it's a $10 first-time registration fee, and then a $10 annual fee. So this is kind of what the screen looks like when you have an account created. You just hit create a reservation, you pick your time, and then there would be 2 vehicles to start out with. If demand is higher than we anticipate, we can get more vehicles delivered to campus for us to use. You do use this app to unlock and be able to get the key out of the vehicle. There's a way to modify and then cancel. So we'll go through kind of the Enterprise CarShare site a little bit. So again, as I said, submit your enrollment online and download the CarShare app. Basically, all you got to do is put a picture of your driver's license on it. They verify it, and you're good to go. If you are an international student, you do have to go to a location. You do have to go to a location in person to verify when you're international driver's license. But if you have a US based driver's license, you can just do it all on the app online. To reserve, once approved, log in, select the vehicle and how long you need it for. So it is charged at an hourly rate, or you can do for a full day rate. So right now, like an example would be the midsize SUV is $11 an hour for the weekday, and then 12 on the weekend. And then we get day rate for full day would be $88 and then $98 respectively. And then we have a full size vehicle. We're going to get just a regular sedan that's going to be $8 and $9. So that's kind of how the payment works on that. So if you only need the vehicle for 4 hours, you pay $24 for the sedan, and you get to use the vehicle, and it's up to 200 miles. And then after 200 miles, cent per mile after the 200-mile limit. So then to get the key, you unlock it on the app. You just walk up to the vehicle, you unlock it on the app, and then the key is inside the glove box. There's a little key holder in there, and then you can drive the car like normal. Make sure the key's on you. When you go to return it, you put the key back in the glove box, and then on the app, you just end the reservation. Make sure you do end the reservation on the app, because that's kind of how they go by. You used it for 3 hours or 4 hours. If you don't end the reservation on the app, they may charge you more. And then just back to the reserved location, there will be signs for Enterprise CarShare, and the parking spots should be painted just designated parking spots. So that's where they should be located for that. So I think that's all I have for the CarShare. So I'll give it back to Bailey for some student medical transportation options that we provide here at Bucknell.
Awesome. So not many students know about this particular option as it pertains to medical transportation. If you, as a student, have a medical appointment, we do offer various options that will allow you to get to your appointment, depending upon whether or not it's here locally, if it's up to Williamsport or over in Danville. We will have that option as long as it's within 30 miles of campus. We will have various options to be able to provide for you. So if your appointment is like in Danville or Williamsport, if it's a further way away, We've made arrangements with Susquehanna Valley Taxi Services, transport students by appointment to medical centers, such as Geisinger Medical Center, UPMC Williamsport. This arrangement is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. And if you'll need a ride within this time frame, please contact Bucknell Student Health at 570-577-1401 for approval. And then we included a request form here as well that you'll be able to fill out with your appointment time, your cell phone number, your residence hall, and then this form will have to be submitted 48 hours prior to your appointment. And this 48 hours will be business hours. So it'll exclude the weekends and holidays. So let's say you have an appointment first thing on Monday morning, you will need to submit that request in no later than Wednesday night at 11:59 p.m. Otherwise, it will not be able to get processed completely. We also offer different options here as well, such as the MedCar. The MedCar is for students who are certified student drivers and are going to appointments that are within the 30-mile radius. Students who are first-year students would be permitted to use the MedCar, unlike our rest of our student policy, where first years aren't allowed to use MedCar or be certified student drivers. You'll need to get the approval though first from student health, and then from there you will go into you can reach out to us here at transport@bucknell.edu, and then we will give you information about how to get certified to drive from there. Approved requests for this will have to be made at least 48 hours advance as well, and then the vehicle itself will come from Bucknell Public Safety. And then in addition to the MedCar, we also are aware of a local transportation service known as Rabbit Transit. They offer a stop hopper that is for local travel only. The Rabbit Transit Stop Hopper app, in order to ride or get on the Stop Hopper, you'll need to download the Stop Hopper app from the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, and then you'll be able to enter in a payment information as well as your first and last name. The rides for this are actually not that expensive at all. There will be $2 a ride one way. So for $4, you can get to your destination and back to Bucknell for a relatively inexpensive cost. For following a ride request, once you put that into the app will provide an estimated pickup time. It'll track the rides and the driver in real time, and we'll be able to provide transportation once you're being picked up. For medical appointments, I would recommend scheduling this at least 15 to 20 minutes prior to when you would have to arrive, of that 15 to 20 minutes before your appointment. So I'd recommend with this making it at least 30 to 40 minutes prior to when your appointment is going to be. So that way you can ensure that you'll get on time. Rabbit Transit is not affiliated whatsoever with the university, but is another option that we do offer here at Bucknell for transportation to local areas. There's information here about how to download the app, as well as some other disclaimers regarding the service. I guess I'll turn it back over to Drew for just kind of an overview of what we offer.
Yep. So that's basically in a nutshell everything we have. We do have a transportation services webpage that kind of brings all that into one and everything we do here at Bucknell. There is some stuff for university use that you might get involved in through the other departments, and you could become a certified student driver for. There is a process. You can reach out to transport@bucknell.edu for that. There's some quick links for campus parking maps, Rabbit Transit again, parking permit information. Here's also again Enterprise. We'll update this more with CarShare once we get there. This is just for some Enterprise rental tips, and then there's a student transportation. So if you ever need to get the student transportation and you can't quite get to the student transportation webpage, you can always go to Transportation Services through My Bucknell, and you can get all the quick links here for your downtown shuttle information, shuttles for breaks, medical transportation options, Rabbit Transit, and then your parking campus, which is basically everything right here that we covered today. And then there is a transportation policy that you can get quick links to that just kind of outlines how to use a university vehicle and just some requirements and or guidelines to follow while using that vehicle as well. Again, you can email us at transport@bucknell.edu. There is a transportation office phone number and our office hours. And as Bailey said earlier, we're in the Elaine Langone Center, second floor, room 265. located just behind the switchboard. So that's all we have for you. And then if you have any questions, reach out to transport@bucknell.edu. So appreciate your time and hopefully we can help you out for the semester.
Thanks, everybody.